What's up guys, welcome to Supercars of London, and today McLaren Ascot are the biggest heroes ever. We've got a fantastic beautiful blue sky ahead of us and also a fantastic beautiful iridium blue MSO paint £9,000 optional extra McLaren 650S Spider behind me, and today I have been given the keys to drive this car. When I drove the McLaren 570S from McLaren London and had it for the weekend, I absolutely loved it, but I wanted to know the difference between this car and the 570. So today I'm filming two videos. The first impressions on the McLaren 650S, but also 570S and this back to back so that I can really understand the differences on the two cars. So without further ado, let's jump into this car and let's go for a spin. This is why convertibles exist. Yeah. Right, okay, these are my first meters in the McLaren 650S. And if we're talking about first impressions, all I can see is baby blue. Slightly different exhaust tone to it. I'm going to put it into manual. Slightly different exhaust tone to it, a little bit more like the 12C. A long swooping dash. This whole center console is super cool. The spec on this car is just incredible. They went all out. Oh, it does sound good. This is all a bit crazy driving this car. This is £262,000 in one car, and I'm driving it. So you can tell by the smile on my face, I think just the combination of the roof off, the blue everywhere, and the fact that I'm driving a McLaren, it's come from Formula One. This car, it's going to build up to the... Yeah, this feels quicker. Let's put the windows up. It feels quicker. It feels louder, but maybe that's because we're missing this part of the car. But I'll tell you one thing, McLaren Ascot are right in the way that this car handles and just sits on the road. It's so smooth. And, oh man, I can see why Tim likes McLaren. We've got an open road. Let's put the Super Series from McLaren to the test. Whoa! The delivery of power is so different to the 570. I wasn't expecting it. It's so much more progressive, and I know that the engine's cold, so it will take some time for this car to get really crazy. Let's get back. Oh. The exhaust, it sounds smoother, and there's no break of traction in the rear wheels like there is in the 570. You get some crackles and pops and things like that. God, this car is insane. The turbo is just whirring up. Whoa! I could do that all day long, but I think I'd run out of fuel pretty quickly.
Hurts your face when you accelerate.
Does it?
Yeah, it's like full.
Seb's complaining. Just listen to the turbos.
I'm not sure if that will come up on camera, but they sound really cool.
If you like that, we might be able to get it.
Should we do like...
Oh, that is so cool. And obviously spotting in London and seeing all of the crazy, well, when I car spotted in London it was Murcielagos for Enzos, the crazy stuff like that, the turbos hadn't really kicked in, and now that they have, like at first I was a bit skeptical about it, like I was with the double clutch, because for me, hearing a single clutch downshift on a Lamborghini Gallardo sounded incredible. It was just like this delay, and then all of a sudden the revs come, and it sounded amazing. So when double clutch cars came, I was like, oh, they sound rubbish because you can't really get the cool downshifts and things like that. But then having driven the double clutch gearbox and how superior it is to a single clutch automatic gearbox, they are leagues apart. And now I'm coming round to the whole turbo idea as well, like just hearing the turbos whooshing and building up. And I think that's just because of the age that we're living in. The smaller the engine and the more turbos on the car, the quicker things go, the more efficient they are, and the better they are for the environment. So I feel like I'm doing some good actually in a baby blue McLaren 650S to the environment. We've got lovely trees and forests around, with the trees still standing that haven't been cut down yet. First impressions, here we go. I think we can move. First impressions are, this car is wicked. Oh man, and it just, everything is emphasised because the roof is off, so you hear everything. You hear the wind, you hear the exhaust, you hear the turbo, so everything is just emphasised even more, and you just get this whole incredible experience. Oh, this car is cool. I like this car. And basically how things are going to work is I'm now going to start driving, because I'm testing this car back to back, which is a video coming soon to Supercars of London. I'm testing the McLaren 650S back to back to the 570. I'm going to be comparing the two cars in a separate video. So we're going to pull over, Seb's going to jump out, we're going to get some really cool exterior shots of this car, because I can imagine it looks incredible in the sun. And then we're just going to have some fun. So I cannot believe what an incredible day. Let's do some accelerations. Let's put this car through its paces. Oh. I can imagine on a track, this thing flies. And we've got the option of, where is the option? Active aero. Should we do that? Oh, look, they're over there.
Is that the air
brake? Yeah, the air brake's up. That's cool. Just more blue, the better. I've got the wing mirrors. I've got the whole sort of swooping front end with the 3/4. I've now got the rear and the spoiler. Oh, man. This car is mental. Little pops on the upshift are very similar to the 570S, and obviously not as emphasised or as loud as the 675 LT, which literally bangs every gear shift, which is pretty cool. But... whoa! Do you know what? The first accelerations have been in winter mode, which is reduced power. No, now I've taken it out of winter mode now.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to wait until the car's straight.
Yes, please.
Whoa! The car took off. I was like, whoa! Oh my god.
Spins every time you accelerate, basically.
Yeah. This car list is around £210,000, and then once you add options like this car, it is going to come out at £262,000, which is incredibly expensive for a car. But yeah, it is really cool. The one thing that I would say, and I know that I'm leaking into the comparing it to the 570S, is these paddles are a little bit too small. That's the only thing. But I think as my first experience goes in this car, as experiences go, for the first time driving a 650S, I don't think anything could get better than a day like today in a car as spec'd as well as this. Baby blue, Iridium blue, MSO paint, £9,000 option extra with incredible flakes in it. This isn't, you can't get a better experience of being introduced into the McLaren brand, into the McLaren Super Series as this. So I'd just like to say a huge thank you to McLaren Ascot. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and make sure that you subscribe for the video that is the McLaren 570S back to back with this car, the 650S Spider, comparing the Sport Series and the Super Series, which I am now about to film and try and work out what I need to say. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up if you love McLaren, and I will see you very soon for the next video on Supercars of London. What a day.
Yep.